Chelsea was she was one of the friendliest people you could have ever met.
She's so much fun, and she's bright and colorful and loud. And
Chelsea is my daughter. She was 17 years old.
I remember just the two of us just hanging out in a room and talking all night. And we played hooky the next day. Her mom called me out, and then my mom was mad. We had to do a lot of house chores after that.
Usually growing up, you have one clique and that's who you kind of stay with, where she was friends with everybody.
She just attracted people. She wanted to help since she was little.
Chelsea was a very strong spirit. Chelsea probably still is a very strong spirit. She was a leader.
she had so much left to do.
The day before, I told her I was worried about her. I don't know why. I just said I was worried about her, and she gave me a kiss and said, "I'm gonna be all right, Mom." And she told me she loved me. That was it. They were on the highway on 495, and they took an exit, and it was the wrong exit.
She was the driver, and she was ejected from the car when it rolled.
At the time, she was not wearing her seatbelt.
I just kept on calling and calling and calling, thinking like, she's gonna pick up, she's gonna pick up, she's gonna pick up, and she didn't. And eventually it stopped ringing and going straight to voicemail.
I just knew, I knew in my heart it wasn't good. But the doctors came in shortly after and just told me she just didn't make it. They tried, and I just remember I just thought I was going to be sick.
The kids grew up seeing that Virginia and I put our seatbelts on. It was just natural. It wasn't something that we had to discuss. It was just something that we did.
She would not let me leave the driveway until my seatbelt was on. I don't know why. I don't know why she didn't have it on. Thank you so much for coming. This means so much to me. I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, no problem.
It means so much to me. Come on in.
Thank you. We were talking about that earlier.
When did you first meet her, Jan? I can't remember.
It's cheerleading.
Was it cheerleading?
Yeah.
For what team, though?
Prime time.
Yeah, so I think we first started hanging out when we were in second grade, but we kind of drifted and came back into each other's lives when we were in seventh grade.
I just remember being like, wow, this girl is great. Like, she's super cool and like just so fun. And I want to be friends with her. Like,
so where do you guys think Chelsea would be today if she was here? What do you think?
I think she'd still be living here upstairs.
Yeah.
I think she'd be on the road in California.
Yeah.
Like, she'd be gone.
I feel like she was.
If Chelsea were still alive, she'd be, oh my goodness, so beautiful.
You just don't ever think that it's gonna happen or that it could happen to you.
It's hard moving on in life and not having her with you or growing up with you.
There's so many things that she should have had and gotten to experience that Virginia and her family won't ever have with her because she didn't have her seatbelt on.
I think the toughest part is just hearing her voice. Seeing her giggle. She made faces all the time. I didn't get too many serious pictures of her because she always was making a silly expression.
I'm getting married in January and she won't be there. She won't be a bridesmaid or experience any of that with me, and right now it's hard.
Behind me is Chelsea's memorial garden that we created just very shortly after her accident, her death, in memory of her. It's where I go and that's where I feel close to her, and I just have a connection there. First started, of course, everything was really tiny, very little, and that is the hard part, is seeing everything grow so big. And yes, it is a representation of all the time that has passed.
The last time that I thought I actually felt something that Chelsea was really with me was shortly after I'd gotten a tattoo in her memory. And I was sitting up in her room, and I just talking to her and telling her, you know, I bet you never thought your old man would get a tattoo. And it was weird because I really felt like I felt a hug.
And up here is Chelsea's bedroom, with the exception of us removing the bed from here. This is the room as it was left. We've added a few things. As you can see, there's some just things that the kids have left, brought to the cemetery. And I've taken them here and put them in her room just to preserve them. A lot of writings on the walls. The kids, that was their way of getting their message to her and to us, how much she was loved.
Every time I get in the car now, I think twice and buckle up.
No matter how busy you are, what you have going on in your day, it's 2 seconds.
Hopefully this will help people think about it.
Wear your seatbelt, please. Even if you don't care about your life, there's people that do.
It's difficult to talk with teenagers. The seatbelt it's not a matter of being cool or not being cool, it's a matter of being around later.
We couldn't keep her safe on the road. Just have to hope that they're going to make the right choice to be safe on the road. Time helps, but doesn't make it go away.
Make that decision to wear your seatbelt, to make sure you get to where you're going, in the car and in life. Get to where you're going.